We had been together for a really long time. About 4 years ago, we decided to adopt a child, and she broke up with me about 4 years ago. About 2 years ago, and stopped paying child support. And so I have had all the responsibility of our daughter, and she barely comes around.
That's really not.
Ma'am, let her finish. You will have your opportunity to speak.
Okay.
Okay. I can roll my eyes too. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
She never sees our daughter, and recently she just changed jobs. She was making a lot of money, and she just dropped jobs so that, because right when I started talking to her about child support, she changed jobs because she wanted to make sure that she wasn't ever going to have to pay anything.
Okay, ma'am, where do you used to work?
I was a teacher.
Okay. How much were you making as a teacher?
Oh, I think around 40,000.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
Because based on the paperwork that you provided, your teacher's salary was $55,000 a year.
well, that doesn't include what I put into profit sharing.
Is that true or not?
55?
$55,000. Your documents are correct, right?
Okay, that's probably true.
Okay. It's not a probably.
That's
You
true.
submitted it. Thank you.
Okay,
$55,000 a year. How much are you making now? Like, where are you working at now?
Well, I'm working at a store as a clerk, and I'm making 30,000.
When parents take lower-paying jobs right after child support discussions, courts often see it as a red flag. Research indicates that some parents with professional backgrounds intentionally lower their earnings to avoid paying child support. To protect children's welfare, family courts consider what a parent is truly capable of earning, not just their current income. This ensures the child's best interests are always prioritized.
What type of degrees do you have for that?
I have a degree in economics,
Okay. You have one degree or you have multiple degrees?
Well, and I have my master's in accounting.
You have a master's in accounting and you're working as a clerk.
Yes.
What are you doing at this job?
Well, I help people find clothes.
Like a retail clerk?
Yes.
Ma'am, you have a master's degree.
Yes.
Did-
But I don't have to make all that money
No, you.
if I'm just going to give it all away anyway.
So let me get something straight. She's deliberately, what you're saying is she's deliberately working at this retail job. Now I get it.
I can do
You know,
any job I want.
You know what? Your character is not looking very cute to me at all, because you have tried to misrepresent to me what is really going on in this case. You stopped working as a teacher so you would not have to pay that higher amount in child support.
Well,
Well, is that not the case?
we discussed it, and she didn't seem to have an objection. And I just thought I was paying enough.
No.
And when I talked to my daughter, she loves me more anyway, and she should come live with me. And I know that's not a matter for this court.
Right. That's definitely not a matter for what we're here on today, because based on what we've already discussed, the child lives with her, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're not providing any type of financial support anymore, correct?
I provide emotional support all the time. The child.
You know what? That is not, you cannot quantify emotional support. Stop it. I'm just going to go on with what I need to do, because you obviously came here to play games today.
No, my baby
Yes,
loves me.
you did.
She loves me more
And your
than she
baby
loves
needs
her.
money. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your baby needs.
Legal experts caution that emotional support claims, like those highlighted in this case, are often dismissed by courts when used as reasons to withhold financial support. Parents who attempt to downplay their financial responsibilities by emphasizing emotional connections may be trying to substitute one type of support for another. Courts remain focused on the child's financial needs, following a clear standard that safeguards them. When a parent opts for lower-paying work despite having higher qualifications, emotional arguments carry little weight. Don't miss out on more intense legal drama. Hit subscribe now.
Want to do? How long ago did she stop working as a teacher? Was it recent?
Yes.
How recent?
6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Yeah.
No, ma'am. Your child support is going to be set at that $55,000, because
Right.
it sounds like you are intentionally underemployed, so you do not have to pay up higher amount in child support, and that is ridiculous because you're not cheating her, you're cheating your child. So, based on $55,000 a year, I have your gross at $4,583.33. Is there a reason your mouth is open? Do you need some water?
I just can't believe you're being so mean.
Oh, I'm not being mean at all, ma'am. You, on the other hand, are being mean. You deliberately stopped working. You have a master's degree, and you went to a retail store so you would not have to pay for your daughter.
Well, that's my prerogative.
Well, you know, it is my prerogative to read these numbers out to you. Keep listening. Who carries health insurance for the child?
I do.
You
I do
do?
everything.
Based on this, I see health insurance at $1,200 a month.
Well,
Ma'am, where do you work?
I work for the airlines,
Okay.
and the $1,200 is for me and the child. The
Okay.
child portion is $400.
Okay, I'm
That's
seeing that.
ridiculous,
I'm seeing
isn't
that.
it?
No, it's ridiculous that you're not paying. But guess what? You're getting ready to pay now, and you're going to repay whatever the amount is for the child. Well, that's $400.
She doesn't even love our daughter. She loves her 4 cats
Ma'am.
more than our daughter.
Ma'am, you know what?
How did you know
That is
that?
not, excuse me. The two of you will address me, and that is not an issue for this court. Nobody cares about what's going on with the cats. Health insurance, you're going to be responsible for reimbursing that. So I have your child support obligation at $758.90 plus $400 for the monthly health insurance, comes out to $1,158.90.
Am I paying the whole $400 a month, or is she paying any of it?
Did you hear me put you on a payment plan for that? If you didn't, you're paying the full amount, $1,158.90. And I need you to close your mouth. I just don't understand why you're looking so confused right now. Child support is based on a calculation. Okay? Is there anything further?
I'm not making that much anymore.
Well, but you just testified, right?
Right.
That you intentionally are working at a lower paying job, right?
Right.
Okay, so I have the discretion to set your child support at the same amount that you were making as a teacher.
And the results are, James, you are not the biological father of Faith's 5-month-old son. So your intuition was pretty good. You kind of had a feeling it wasn't James. Now hearing and for sure knowing that he's not your biological son, and I know I don't want to put you on the spot, but does it change anything knowing for sure?
No, I don't.
No, because you still.
That's just a key.
Studies in child development show that men who choose to remain fathers despite negative DNA results can still form strong, meaningful bonds with their children. This is known as intentional parenting. Research shows that even infants under 1 year old, like this 5-month-old, develop attachments through consistent care and nurturing rather than biological ties. James's decision to stay involved in his child's life is crucial for the baby's emotional and psychological growth.
Why do you think Adriana cheated on you?
Flirt with other men while in front of me or behind my head.
She flirts with men right in front of you?
She likes to flaunt it.
I hope that after today you stop accusing me of cheating and just move past the insecurities and just open your heart to me like I do to you.
Let the results
That's it.
prove and show that what you're saying is true, and then we could do that.
You took a DNA concerning a 2-year-old little boy, and Robert, you are not the father.
How?
Well, I think you know how.
Ain't no way, bro! My son, bro, I got him tatted on my chest.
Studies suggest that men who physically represent their fatherhood, such as through tattoos, experience longer recovery times from post-maternity trauma, often taking 2 to 3 times longer than those without permanent reminders. In contrast, public displays of bonding, like verbal affirmations, can strengthen neural pathways that foster attachment. These emotional connections do not simply fade with negative DNA results. Additionally, certain behaviors can signal deeper trust issues that may arise in paternity cases. For example, repeated accusations of public flirting between partners may hint at unresolved trust wounds.
My roommate in college was cheating on her long-distance boyfriend, so what I did was wait for the actual boyfriend to come home one weekend, and then I called him the other guy's name. He picked up on the cue immediately, and I got to watch the whole thing go down. And before anyone tells me to mind my business, if everyone turned a blind eye when they saw someone deliberately hurting another person, this world would be a significantly worse place.